Tim Pool defends Destiny's ban.
Crazy, the free speech advocate?
There's no way. This must be taken out of Elon Musk. Do you think that not Elon account is him? Or do you think it's just some loser who's built his entire life on sounding exactly like the guy? And that's the only reason.
I have absolutely no idea.
There's two options. And the funny part is both of them are really
financial
NFTs.
advice. You said you wanted that.
Yes,
right?
we do. Thank God, finally.
All right.
All right, well, Destiny got banned on Kick. Banned. This is like the cover of a book that you would get, and it talks about how you took on conservative media, and that's the only place you can see this. Stop responding to text during our show now.
I'm trying to find the...
What? Someone... I thought it was the last thing that you were going to find was going to be it.
After today, I've got a lot more hate, so, you know. It comes in waves. Jesus. Oh! Wait, July 14th. Oh, wait, I went way too far back. Dude, I swear to God that, I swear to God that...
The blasphemy is about to happen. Let's hear it. Swear to God.
No, I think Twitter deletes messages, or maybe accounts get banned.
When accounts get suspended, the messages probably go away, become invisible. I mean, we can find out.
I don't know. Well, because like I'll read through things and I'll get like a ton of like crazy messages, but then when I go back and look through them, I'll go back like 20 DMs, and all of a sudden I'm back like 2 weeks. I'm like, the fuck? Where did all my like unanswered DMs go?
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, sorry. What were we doing? What is this?
This is you. You got banned on Kick.
Oh.
Do you want to talk about this?
I got unbanned.
You're unbanned now. Well, how'd that happen so fast? I thought there was a month ban you got banned.
Well, it was 2 weeks initially.
2 weeks.
Trainwrecks put in a good word for me.
You did.
Had a conversation with moderation.
Uh-huh.
I clarified that I don't think anybody deserves to die. And
You're just not sad.
I wouldn't celebrate anybody dying, but I'm just not going to be sympathetic over it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. Well, he's unbanned now, so the Kick money is flowing freely.
Crazy that 58,000 conservatives liked that tweet. I thought they were against cancel culture. Isn't that kind of weird? That they said that they were all against cancel culture, but they seemed to celebrate me getting banned? Kind of weird, huh?
Okay, yeah. Okay. What else? Tim Pool defends Destiny's ban.
Crazy, the free speech advocate?
There's no way. This must be taken out of... This is the part where they try to manipulate you for being a good person into letting evil succeed.
Huh. Weird. I thought he was a free speech absolutist.
Well, not if you're evil.
Oh,
You have to suppress Satan.
And who decides if you're evil? Tim Pool does.
Tim Pool.
Absolutely based.
Okay. WillyMacShow gives his take. The WillyMacShow. Do you know that? Oh my God, there's so much writing here. I thought it was going to be stuff I could watch.
There's another guy I've saved from the likes of Dan the dipshit. Thank God.
Me?
Yes.
Oh. How'd you save me from him?
I've saved him from you, from the likes of you.
Oh, well, now it's on. Hey, Willie Mac, you dumb dipshit. Let's read what you have to say. All right. Started the weekend. 1 second.
It happens.
Clear my...
Sorry, the mics were glitching for a
Yeah,
second.
that is weird. Let me just... Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, this thing right here was untightened. It's tightened now. Started the weekend making a video on Destiny for being another classic unhinged liberal, wishing death on a fireman because he made a Putin tweet. Woke up today after doing hours of research on where he's coming from, realizing he's right. Wait, I thought we were supposed to hate this guy. How you say?
I don't. I said I saved him from the likes of you. I love him.
Oh. There's endless court documents and speeches of Trump explaining his electorate fraud plot to overthrow the newly elected government in 2020. The people sent to be the fake electorates admitted to it and have been charged. District Court of Columbia was prosecuting him on this, and instead of defending himself, Trump said, "As president, I'm good." It got kicked up to the Supreme Court, and they granted him immunity. It's in plain English. You spelled plain wrong. Oh my God. Willie Mac, edit this tweet. Or I think he should just delete his Twitter account. Who makes this mistake? This late in his career, too.
Pretty
you think
crazy.
you could do that one?
Isn't he like 22?
That's pretty late in your career. PLANE, plain English, as opposed to helicopter English, Willie. Anyways, Ben Shapiro agrees that there was a plot, but since it didn't work, who cares? Rob agrees there was a plot, but who cares about Rob? I never voted before. I don't think Joe is at all fit to be president. And I think Don's response to getting shot was exactly what you want from a leader. But holy shit, this seems like a big deal. Can a single conservative explain to Destiny why it's not? I really want him to be wrong. Top response is himself. Top response that show probable spam. Okay. All the spam people. More probable. Dude. How do you feel about this, by the way? Hold on. How do you feel about this? Probable spam. Do you feel that this
I don't take anything from Twitter X seriously anymore.
Do you feel this is probable spam?
Nope.
What about, you want to show more probable spam?
Pretty wacky.
What about more? Should we some more probable spam?
Maybe it's because they support me. That makes it probable spam, you know?
I made a video in my car on the way over here, okay? I fucking hate Elon, okay? And it's nothing to do with his politics. I just think he's full of shit and he overpromises and overdelivers.
You mean?
I have a 2023 Model 3, top spec one or whatever. I mean, not that there's a lot of specs, like the long range, whatever. And it's so bad. Is so bad, the technology in this car. And there's all these dipshits out there that are like saying this is going to be the future of AI, Tesla, the company. When I'm parked, when I'm at a stoplight and I'm not fucking moving, okay? And I'm just sitting there and the car in front of me is not moving and I'm not moving. We're just sitting there. The fucking display on my Tesla, it's like it has Parkinson's, okay? Everything around it's like shaking. Like some fucking, I swear to God, I could give this to the most junior programmer on my team and be like, hey, we're not moving and the cars in front of us aren't moving. Maybe don't have everything around us start going spastic, having Parkinson's, shaking.
So what do you mean by shit? Like the actual screen itself is shaking or the graphics are
like
shaking?
The cars are shaking. Like, oh, maybe the car is moving back and forward really quick. Like, It is so unbelievable. Like the fact that it's been like this is like, so like if you believe Tesla is about to have fucking the future of AI, I got bad news for you. They can't even figure out how to do this shit. And this is like, anyways, not good. I'll upload a video. That'll be for the Patreon tier 2s later because I did take that video. I thought it was so unbelievable.
Thanks.
Anyways, good one, Willie Mac. Okay. Nicholas Diorio calls out libs of TikTok. What do they have against the librarians? Destiny got his ads supported on Twitter. Oh my God. You lost the entire $15 a month that Twitter gives?
It was like anywhere from $200 to $500 a month.
Oh my God. You know, Twitter is probably the worst place to try and make money from anything ever. It is the worst. They have...
All the crypto scammers seem to disagree.
Do you know why? Oh God. I wish I could go back in time. You told me the blue checkmark thing was a great idea and you were so wrong. You were so wrong. You were so wrong. You know what? Don't put the camera on yourself and do that face you're doing. You were saying, Dan, this blue check mark thing, it's going to solve everything. And I said, you're a fucking moron. It is going to be...
I think that is how that, yeah. Oh, and I think Cake too. Didn't Cake also message me? He was like, Destiny, you're very wrong. The blue check mark thing is actually a horrible idea. And I think I was a staunch defender of it, wasn't I? I think that's how that went, right?
Yes.
All of you guys were telling, and I was like, no, actually, I think it'll be a great idea. Yeah, I think that is...
Why the fuck... You know what? I feel like he did it just because there was normies that were like, I want a blue check mark. And yes, Elon's giving it to me.
Just as a heads up, that was the exact opposite.
It wasn't the exact...
Dan is trolling.
How much money you want to put on this?
Wait, I'm almost positive I thought it was a dumb idea.
No. Every debate you have with me, you lose and you're wrong.
No, hold on. Cake messaged me, I'm pretty sure in opposition to what I said, saying, well, actually, maybe the check marks will help cut down on bot spam. Or I was like, oh, okay, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm almost positive that Cake messaged me that.
We're going to need to go back and review the archival footage to see this. We will do that. That'll be another Patreon tier 2 thing where we react. What's happening on your phone? Is something exciting?
Yeah, your mom messaged me.
Really? What'd she have to say?
She said, do you want to come over later? And I said, not really. And she's like, I can make it worth your while. And then she put the winky drooly face. I was like, oh, okay, maybe.
But I was supposed to have dinner later. Is it before? Can you ask her if it's before or after dinner?
It's after I fuck her.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know what? Never mind. Okay. Destiny got his ad suspended, and libs of TikTok is on a doxing spree. Well, there's nothing new about... I don't know. These guys need to define what doxing is. That's the real problem.
It's when they don't like it, it's doxing, but when they do like it, it's not. It's public information.
Because there's accounts. There's 2 accounts that have been doing this since the start of time. Stop Anti-Semites. This account has been doing it forever. Sometimes it's based. And then you have the opposite one, which was Stop Zionist hate or whatever. Both of these.
Oh, wait, never mind. I did argue the opposite of this. Never mind. Sorry, I don't want to misrepresent Cake. I think Cake had the opposite argument of this.
Okay.
I still stand by my original argument.
Of being wrong?
I think it was an okay idea. They just...
Do you see how quick you flip?
They implemented it the dumbest fucking way possible.
Whatever. Elon's a fucking moron. All right. He is rich, though. It's nice to be rich. Okay. If you guys want to play team sports, just block me now. Saves us both wasted time. By the way, you know why I thought this guy was Bunty King? I figured it out. He stole the Bunty King's Twitter handle.
That's fine, but do you even know who Bunty King is?
Yeah, we fought with him back in the day. But this guy, I didn't know.
You know, he's like a black Canadian.
I don't know who this did. I thought this was like a meme photo. It's not a real photo. You think this is him? You think this is a real photo of this guy?
You think it's a black guy would use a white profile pic, Dan?
I don't know. It could
do you
be
use
like
profiles? When you send emojis, do you send black emojis, Dan?
Could this possibly be a character from some sort of video game, some overarching villain or something like that he chose to be?
Do you think black
have to
people
always
like
be?
to play video games with white characters all over them?
Yes.
No, they play GTA.
That's it? What's the lead character of the last GTA? GTA 4, I believe. I think his name was Michael. Do you remember him by any chance?
They only play San Andreas.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let me go back to more of this.
I'm sorry, you think every black person can afford the newest console, the
for
newest
fuck's
GTA?
Dan, why is this me being, why is this
your
me
privilege is showing?
Being racist? Okay. If you guys want to play team sports, block me now. Saves us both wasted time. I'm not going to apologize for calling bad behavior. Blah, blah, blah. This is libs of TikTok. Yeah, the doxing thing, I don't know. Whatever.
Isn't it crazy? Wasn't there an account that got
crazy.
perma-banned just for posting whenever Elon's plane landed and took it off at particular airports? Remember that guy?
Yeah.
That Elon got so ass-pained about?
Why is he so upset about it?
What do you mean? Because he's a fucking child.
No, but why does he care that people know where he's going in the plane?
Because he's a child. He's just upset.
And
he's mad.
there's another website that you can go, like Elon's plane. And now it's like 10 times worse, right? It's just not on Twitter. Elon Jet. Yeah, right here. It's on Instagram. Where is it right now? Elon Musk jet. Right now.
What is that, Moscow? Just kidding.
I can't see because we're not logged in. Well, wait, I can.
Middle mouse click it.
He is in Memphis. What's he doing there? Interesting. Some RNC stuff going on there. I don't know about this. This is like a big curve, drunk pilot or something. Why not just come in like this? Can't explain that. All right. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that type of quote unquote doxing should be legal on Twitter?
Legal on Twitter.
Allowed. Sorry.
Allowed. On Twitter, what kind of doxing? Like what Libs of TikTok does?
Sure.
Absolutely not.
Stop anti-Semites.
All doxing should be against the terms of service on every platform or on any platform like this.
Can you do that with free speech, though? That's the problem. Like if you're... So I feel there's two types of doxing, okay? An anonymous account that's like, you know, the Panda of Justice or something. And then you're like, the Panda of Justice is Steve O'Brien and he lives at 315 whatever street, right? That's one type of doxing where you had an anonymous account that is now unshielded. But I think is it different when like you can just Google these people and find the address of where they are or their phone number or whatever along those lines? Like, how do you stop that? Have it being free speech? The example I would give to you as being this is, let's say you had a DUI, right? Is that doxing? If I'm like, Steven has a DUI and it's in the newspaper, like, do you get to get rid of that? What about if it lists that where you resided at the address? Can I not post that piece of newspaper article to Twitter?
Can I give you a definition of doxing that used to be the standard definition of doxing 15 years ago, but we all forgot it?
Sure.
Or do you want to tell me what you think I'm going to say? Since you were going to say, you were about to say, I already know what you're going to say. So go ahead. Tell me what my definition is.
I didn't say anything. I was waiting for you to tell me.
You weren't waiting.
You've forgotten because you're old and you want me to tell it for you.
No, go ahead. Say it. What do you think doxing
You did forget it, didn't you?
I did.
You forgot it.
I forgot it. Tell me, go ahead.
The old definition of doxing was posting personally identifiable information of someone, like their address and their phone number.
Okay. Doxing is when you take...
You tricked me.
No. Yeah, okay. I did trick you. Yeah.
That's not nice.
Doxing is when you take personally identifiable information and you share it when there's no public interest in it being shared with the intention of having the person hurt or harmed. That's what doxing is. That's what everybody's understood it to be. The fact, whether it's posted publicly or not, doesn't matter. That's what doxing is, right?
Well, how do you stop that, though? Like, let's say...
You ban people that do it. You say, oh, you're not allowed to do that.
Hypothetically, Let me give you this example. Let's say I don't like you and you had a DUI 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and it listed your address on that newspaper article. And it said, Stephen Bonnell of 123 Main Street was arrested for running over 14 children. Can I not post that article whenever you say something? Be like, by the way, this is who this guy is, for anyone who wants to know.
No.
I can't.
You can say you got a DUI, but if you're pointing people...
I can't link the newspaper article.
Unless there's a public interest in it, then no, I don't think so.
Wow. So you would ban the person for linking to like a, whatever, WashingtonTimes.com or something?
Yes.
Okay. I have a very different view on it, I think.
Well, I'm anti-doxing, so,
It's not... I think my definition of doxing...
It's non-existent.
I'm trying to think about how you would enforce it.
Almost every single person on the planet has some form of publicly available information listed.
Yeah, the problem is this, is that we're old, and I think that we've come from a time where we enjoyed the fact that, like, you could be some fucking anonymous hobo living in your town and own a house, and nobody in the world could find where you were, because the only record of you owning that house was in some dusty county clerk's office, and you would have to go in there in person and request, hey, can I see the ownership records of 315 Main Street? And that's the only way that anyone could find out who lived there. But the problem is that as everything has been modernized and come online, okay, all of that information that used to be private that we enjoyed when we were younger is not the case anymore. I just feel like doxing is different now. It was back then, it made sense because there was no way you could get this information, and now you've exposed me. Now it's like everyone's already fucked.
No, they're not already fucked. That's not true.
I don't think. Okay.
Depends on what you mean by fucked.
I mean, if you know someone's name, I feel like you can find out pretty much everything about them.
You could,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. But doxing is when you take personally identifiable information and you share it on a platform for the purposes of having that person being harassed. Just because your information is out there doesn't mean that somebody can find it.
Harassment should be banned, I guess, maybe.
You can't ban people harassing people in real life. How would you even
No,
find
I
out?
mean, I'm talking about, like, we're talking about the figurative Twitter, if you would, how you would handle that situation.
How would you ban somebody for harassing somebody?
On Twitter?
No, the problem with being doxxed isn't that they're going to harass you on Twitter. It's they're going to harass you in real
No,
life.
I understand, but we were talking about the method of how you would stop that from happening. And I'm saying,
you're just not allowed to share personally identifiable information for
so
the purposes of
no
directing
addresses
harassment.
ever. No addresses, no phone
Not
numbers.
unless there's like
if it's
a
malicious,
great public interest.
like, where's the Domino's? That would be doxing the Domino's. I know that's taking the joke a little bit too far here. I understand. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. What else do we got here? This Nicholas Diorio guy, he's all over the place, isn't he? A VTuber. Blast the VTuber for a doxing take. You know what? Why is this so
Hold on.
Diorio
What does
centric?
public interest mean? Public interest means that the public has a reasonable interest in knowing about a particular piece of information. So, for instance, let's say that a news account becomes very popular on Twitter, and they are very influential in Florida politics about how they want taxes to be higher in Florida, and they're disagreeing that Republicans are trying to lower taxes in fucking Florida. Well, let's say that a journalist does some investigation. They found out, oh, this guy, his name is actually John Smith, and he lives in California. The public would have an interest in him posting, this is John Smith. He actually lives in Beverly Hills, California. This guy is a wealthy resident of California. He's been shit posting about Florida politics to try to like get them to change the way they vote, and a lot of people believe it. There would be like a public interest in knowing that particular piece of information. Just as a real quick thing, for every single person here pretending that it's like impossible to figure out if this public, you're either disingenuous or fucking retarded. Like the idea, like, oh, well, what if I really want to know that like Jane, who like shit talked me on Twitter, there's like public interest. They're fucking retarded. Mainstream media makes these types of calls and decisions literally all the time. Not that they get it wrong every single time, but for the most part,
Here's the other side of it. Do you think that anonymous accounts on social media should be allowed?
I think that if you're in the business of doing news or reporting on news or anything like that, even if it's entertainment, I think that your information there should be a minimum threshold of information available about you, who you are. And I think to Congress or to some new agency made in the executive, you should have to report all of your business income.
Interesting.
And I think the sources should be made public too. Maybe not the amounts, but the sources for sure.
So if you do any form, I guess, who's the decider of if you're news or not? You know, who decides if, you know, this cartoon Twitter account is doing propaganda versus
you set
commentary?
thresholds: 1,000 followers, 5,000 followers, and what topics do they tweet about?
Interesting. Okay. Does Ryan Macbeth exposing and wokeness as Pacific count as doxing?
Obviously not. And wokeness is a really large account. Prosobic is basically a public figure. There's a huge public interest in knowing that he's the one that runs that account. And there wasn't any inappropriate information. Like if Ryan Macbeth would have said, oh, and also Prosobic or whatever, he lives here, by the way, that would probably be doxing. You didn't need to share that information to make whatever available here. But sharing the name there is not, yeah.
Okay. All right. Elon Musk. Do you think that not Elon account is him? Or do you think it's just some fucking loser who's built his entire life on sounding exactly like the guy? And that's the only reason.
I have absolutely no idea.
There's two options. And the funny part is both of them are really funny and sad. Either
and probable. And believable, right?
Right. Both of them are so funny and so sad because it's one or the other. So either it is Elon and he's so sad because he staged a thing where he talked to himself. You remember that? You watched it, right? So it's either that, which is sad, okay, and funny, or it's a dude whose only claim to fame is literally sounding like Elon, and he's just this is me. This is what I'm going to do with my life. I'm going to make people guess.
Yeah, and he does like all the same jokes, and he's like, oh yeah, like X is launching this new product, and like, well, why do you block people instead of muting them? The mute feature is really way better, and he like does everything that Elon does. So it's either some guy who's like desperately trying to seem like Elon, or it's just Elon who says a thing at the beginning, I'm not me, I need you to acknowledge that, so that he doesn't have legal culpability and he can sue you if you publish anything about the conversation.
That shit doesn't even matter though. The sue thing, I don't think that's any part of it. I think it's just literally.
I mean, it gives you room for defamation suits if you really want to.
Does it really?
Probably, yeah.
If everyone thinks that it is, I think that takes it away. Like everyone now assumes.
In the beginning of our conversation, he explicitly told me, "I need you to say that you understand that this is not me, or that I'm not Elon Musk."
Did he say that?
Yes, he said at the beginning, "You need to say that I'm not Elon Musk. I need to make sure that you understand that." So, like, if he was to try to sue me for defamation, I'm not saying it's a surefire slam dunk, but I'm saying it gives his lawyers a stronger argument for actual malice because they can say he said this and he acknowledged it at the beginning of the conversation.
Isn't the truth the absolute defense against that though? Like, isn't
truth
step
should
one
be an absolute defense against? Yeah.
So that would do nothing then.
What do you mean?
If I had a burner account.
Sorry, I'm being slightly facetious. When I say, what do I mean? What I mean is that you really think through Discovery and everything else, I could prove that account is Elon Musk? Yeah. Ideally, you don't think he has a more sophisticated way, he doesn't VPN into the account, or?
I think that, no, I don't. You're asking me, do I think that Elon Musk would risk going to jail and perjuring himself over a small financial?
Why even go to jail?
You go to jail for perjury.
Where is he perjuring himself?
If you say, was it you that was talking on this? And he says, no, that wasn't me. As
part of the court filings? I think it might be like obstruction, maybe perjury. I thought he would go to jail for a perjury first offense. Shot.
It is a criminal charge, is it not, to perjure yourself?
There are a lot of criminal charges that are like class.
Well, I mean, it really depends on which court. Is this going to be in California where everyone fucking hates Elon that you're doing it? I feel like saying, hey, I need you to say at the start, this is not Elon, and you understand that, means fucking nothing if it actually is him. And if it's
no, you're right. If it is him, but the thing is, I'm just saying that like through Discovery, how are you going to find out?
You know what? The fact that he makes you say that makes me think that it isn't him, and it's just a sad fuck.
It could be, yeah. But the thing is, for this, like literally every single part of this could reinforce either story.
No.
It could.
No.
Where it's like Elon would do something that fucking retarded.
No, Elon wouldn't make you do it because you'd want to have it be ominous that it is him but isn't him. He wouldn't make you say it. But this dipshit probably wants everyone to think it actually is him, so he makes you say this. Why the fuck would he care if it's just some random dipshit? So he does it so everyone thinks stronger that it is him.
Yeah, but it could literally be the opposite too, where he's like, I'm going to say that he understands this isn't me, so that people really don't think it's me. Because why would I say
that carries no legal bearing whatsoever.
No, I'm not saying even for legal shit. It could literally just be a big mindfuck.
If it is Elon,
you don't understand. Have you ever seen the movie Princess Bride?
Yes.
That's the game we're playing right now. Like it could be fucking anything, right?
Which game in Princess Bride?
You think that the poison is in your cup, but you are a criminal, so I know that you're not trustworthy, so you would have switched it with my cup, but you know that I would think that because I'm so smart, so that I would... Like, that's the game we're playing right now.
I want to... How... That was probably... Do you think that makes it in the top 25 movies of all time? No. Top 50, though.
You want to know the biggest fucking red flag ever?
What?
I haven't shared this with anybody before in my life.
Hit me.
Melina didn't like The Princess Bride. She
No
said that it was
no
super mid.
shot.
That's when I knew from then on out, I was like, this ain't it.
How? How is that possible?
I don't know. She was just like, meh.
The Princess Bride is so good across the board and so genre defining. It's kino, it's cinema, the whole thing. Okay. All right, VTubers.
Oh, wait, no, wait.
What?
If let's say that he logs in with a VPN on the account,
Sure.
then how do you ever prove in court that that's his account?
I'm sure that you would like go through. You do requests and shit like that. I mean, I don't think Elon's this smart. Like, do you think Elon's that smart?
Okay.
Technically, to hide himself.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. That's fine. I'm sure this won't be condescending at all. I'm ready to hear
No,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
just. You ever done mushrooms before? You're trying to make sense of reality, and it's like splitting.
Yeah. I've been on my.
I'm trying to understand that the same guy that just sat across from me, saying that surely Donald Trump was just joking, and he knows what an invisible plane actually is. He knows that for sure. Is talking about how the owner, the singular owner of one of the largest social media companies in the world, doesn't know how to use a VPN. I'm just trying to. But you're very serious about that. You seriously don't think Elon Musk knows how to use a VPN, but you really do think that Donald Trump
I think he could use a VPN. Do I think he's smart enough to also like do it from a burner email account that isn't traced back to his home IP address, that has no records of him paying for it? Like, I don't know.
Is Elon Musk smart enough to buy a laptop and have a VM on it?
I don't know. Do you think?
Could he do that? But then Dan, hold on. But then
Yes.
Dan amps up the stakes. Would he be smart enough to
camera?
also create a fake email too? Would he really? And would he know to log into that fake email from that instant? No shot.
I feel like you're being a little bit too harsh on the fact. The real question is, no, there is no real question. It's not him. It's not him. It's a sad fuck that wants everyone to think it's him.
Okay.
Put a amount of money on it.
Okay.
You wouldn't?
I just said it literally could be either.
No.
And I think any fact we choose can literally reinforce
I will
either.
say, this dude, here we go again. This guy, this is a puppet. This is like,
That's him?
this is under the finger of Mr. Musk. I guarantee you.
Wait, you should look at following and see if he follows that one account, the Adrian guy. Or Aiden or whatever.
How would I find that out?
Click following. Wait, I bet there's a website called like Do They Follow?
He can't be fucked.
Oh my God. Dan, because he knows I'm right.
On what?
That Aiden guy is Elon Musk.
I don't think so.
And it's untraceable.
Nah.
Elon Musk is a criminal mastermind who knows how to use a VPN.
I could have believed it until you said that. Listen, at the start of this, I need you to say this is not Elon Musk. Okay, this is very important. That's when I knew for sure that it wasn't Elon Musk. Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't care. Whatever. There are people out here who will fucking suck your dick and believe everything you say and think that you're right. But I'm right on this one. That's the dead giveaway. That's just a sad fuck that's doing this. Imagine your whole career is built on sounding like someone and not like getting rid of doubt. He could just go on camera one day and prove that it's not him, but he'll never do it because that's the end. Because then
they'd see Elon.
Yeah, they see Elon at the end. That's fine. All right. Elon's message to advertisers. Isn't this like ancient history?
I hope they stop. You hope don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
Oh, pause for a second.
Pause.
The context for this is after I made my tweets and all of conservative Twitter got ass mad, Elon jumped on and was like, oh, because somebody quote tweeted me, a guy that had shared child porn before, not Donut Operator, a different pedophile guy, but some guy retweeted my thing and then he tagged Elon Musk and he said, hey, Elon, is this kind of stuff okay for advertisers on Twitter? And then Elon responded and he said, no, this probably isn't okay for advertisers on Twitter. And then he demonetized my Twitter account. So people are linking this video. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Should I press play now?
Go ahead, yeah. Wait, go back.
To what?
The beginning.
Okay.
There you go.
An expletive to address some advertisers.
I hope they stop. You hope don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself.
Wow.
What a weird outfit he's wearing here. First off, he's kind of fat and pale. And why is he wearing this heavy a jacket? He's probably hot as shit inside. This is a strange look.
No,
is that
it actually makes perfect sense.
Okay, thanks.
There's when the military used to operate in Greenland on the north, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's got the dog tag on.
What does the dog tag say?
Well, it's a fake dog tag. But,
Okay.
Yeah, but he's wearing the dog tag. Military used to operate. They used to wear these exact coats. They had the combat boots.
This
too, I think he
exact
has.
coat was
Yeah,
worn.
they used to wear those.
Which
It
branch?
signified, this was the Navy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What battalion?
The Navy doesn't have battalions.
That was a trick question.
That's good. 'Cause
What
I didn't
squadron?
I didn't actually know,
Yeah,
so
no.
I just made that up
I didn't
too.
either. I don't
We
know.
could just lie to each other until eventually somebody.
All right. Okay. That is usually how it goes. All right, whatever. So he says, go fuck yourself. But apparently it's like, sorry, the advertisers say can't do it.
And then when I retweet somebody
Yeah.
and I tag Elon and I'm like, hey, Elon, don't you think this account should be demonetized? He's like, actually, I don't make that decision. The advertisers do.
Dan saying someone is fat is too ironic. Hey, the bear NA, post a fucking picture of yourself, bro. We'll see who has a higher BMI.
Damn.
I need some fucking...
Damn. If you ban that guy,
Yeah.
forget BMI. That guy's TCO just increased. Sounds like he needs to dynamically stabilize his DGG account.
He needs to stabilize his fucking calorie count. That's what he needs
He
to
needs
do.
more elasticity to respond to all these bans.
exactly.
That's called a callback, guys.
All right.
Yeah, what's next, Dan?
Well, the libs of TikTok are on a doxing spree.
Nice.
And they got a checkout employee fired. Why would they... Really? Is this the one that asked to be fired?
No, that guy doesn't work at Home Depot.
Darcy
This one
Waldron.
does.
Oh, I have a person who works at this store that I'm talking with because they're giving me more information. Apparently, this guy drove 2 hours to get to this store. I'm trying to get more info from them about this guy, but he drove 2 hours to go and talk to this lady.
Why?
Click.
Yeah? Okay, from Cayuga. And you think that the shooter should have been a better shot? Is that what you posted on Facebook?
I am at work.
You think that the shooter should have been a shooter, huh?
I am at work.
Did you just say the shooter
Yeah,
should have been
I
a
think
shooter?
that's pretty messed up.
On our Facebook, apparently.
Pretty anti-American, if you ask me. As a veteran, I'm disgusted. What have you provided to this country? Huh? I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. You are ridiculous. And I'm making you famous.
Little known fact.
Mm-hmm.
As you may or may not know, I do play Rust. And I happen to have some fucking... How do I put this? Some well-regarded individuals that I play Rust with that believe the most insane shit. I'll let you talk to them, but it would be nothing of value would come to your way.
Mm-hmm.
They live in the remote nothingnesses of nowhere, right? And they are just full retarded. And I had them yell at me for probably an hour straight about this topic. That's when I knew that you were going to be fucked. When they got this fired up over someone taking a shot at Trump, and they were coming at me because I knew you, I was like, oh, Steve's fucking done.
Based.
I got a recording of it. That might be a Patreon exclusive. That's a fucking epic conversation.
Has anybody done a fundraiser for this lady? Do you know?
Maybe?
Oh,
Do you-
shit.
do
We
you-
should look that up. Google it. I'm curious. I'd fundraise for her.
God.
We could raise 100K for her. Easy.
Why for her? Dude,
She
you know
just
what
lost
I
her job for no fucking reason.
Dude, you know what I want? Hold on. Look at this. Fundraise this for me. Okay, hold on. There's a red one in here. It's not even that expensive. My wife won't let me buy it if it's my money. That is kind of the problem. Please. Why is this site so slow? It's the internet.
Can somebody Google and check and see if she has a fundraiser for her? I'm curious.
Look. Wait, is this
Great.
that's
This
not
car
the...
is fucking hideous.
No.
This looks like something that
Oh, there she is. Oh, look at that. You know what else you can do? Okay, this is what I would do with this
This
car.
looks like the kind of car somebody would pull up to a high school in, open the thing, be in a
No.
wife beater. They're 42,
Oh,
and they
God.
ask the kids if they want to smoke some reefer.
Look
That's
at
what that
a
car
digital
looks like.
dashboard. Oh, I mean, it's not like super
Yeah,
fast.
this
It
is the thing
looks
when you
fucking
roll up and you
awesome.
tell the kids, like, oh, you guys would have loved this. There's this actor called Mel Gibson. He was in a show called Knight Rider, okay? Trust me, this car is so cool. It's just
You know
like
what
that
else
car.
you can do?
What?
You can change out. So this car is so old, but it was the first car that talked to you. Believe it or
Wait,
not.
is this the actual Knight Rider car? Was I
No.
actually that correct, guys?
No, the Knight Rider car was a wasn't it like a fucking oh, what's the name of that shitty GM piece of shit? Not the Firebird, the Grand something. I don't remember. Look at this car. Look, when you leave the lights on or the door open. Oh, yes. I want my car to speak Japanese to me when I leave my lights on.
Wow.
Anyways, it's cool. So yeah, we should fundraise this. Fuck her. Who gives a shit?
She doesn't have
There's
one.
like 1,000 people like this. That are
Okay,
getting...
guys, tomorrow we might start.
Oh my God, what a waste.
Yeah, maybe we will.
Can we choose someone better?
Why? She lost her job.
So what? There's like there's like cooler people that we can do.
Yeah, and there's probably cooler people
Like
in
a
the Trump
veterinarian.
audience, but everybody cares about the guy that got shot. What do you
Like
mean?
the veterinarian or something.
What veterinarian?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a veterinarian that lost
Don't
his
care.
job.
Too late.
Oh. All right. Anyways. Okay.
Wait, it was David Hasselhoff. Oh, wait. What am I thinking for Mel Gibson?
Miami Vice?
Fuck, what movie was Mel Gibson in? Where he was, what was his name? Turner? No. Oh, God, what am I thinking of?
Oh my God. There are so many people that seem to have forgotten that they will literally be fucking slammed by my hand. Okay, here we go. Let me just get through this real quick. We got a lot of people in here who think that they have armor.
Oh, fuck. Everybody's typing Mad Max and Lethal Weapon. No. He's trying to take revenge on somebody that killed a friend or something, and he's trying to rob. Oh, fuck. What am I thinking of? What movie is this? I swear to God, it was Mel Gibson.
I'll let you keep thinking.
People are saying Payback? Was it Payback? What was his name in Payback? What was the name of his character in Payback?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. You don't know any Kino, Dan.
Sorry, I'm doing some clicking right now.
Porter. Yes. That's the movie
That
then.
movie is like new,
What?
isn't it?
No.
Porter?
That movie's in like the 90s. No, that was his name. The name of the movie was Payback. I'm going to guess 98. I don't know. Maybe earlier. Jesus.
And this is the car? What's the car?
No,
from?
maybe he never had the car in this. I'm just making that up. When did this movie come out? 99. Okay. Just go to the next topic.
Okay. All right. Bonus topics. Trump picks JD Vance for VP. You know what else? Whenever I hear JD Vance, I can't help thinking about the fucking stupid car awards that like mean nothing. That they supposedly are a big deal. Like the Chevy Volt, 3-time winner of the JD Power and Associates. Like, who the fuck is JD Power and Associates? Why do I care?
You don't know who JD Power is?
Do you?
Do you like American cars?
Do you know about JD Power? Do
Yes.
they only give it to American cars?
Do they only give it to
Do you want to
American
answer
cars?
the question I just asked you?
The answer is yes.
Only
JD
to
Power,
American
yes.
cars, really?
Only, yes.
So
only
there's
to
no
American
there's no
manufacturers.
JD Power awards for foreign cars.
For foreign imports? No.
Really? So
Absolutely
Hyundai
not.
would never get it, or
Absolutely
a Kia?
not.
Not
Correct.
possible.
Correct.
Or Toyota?
Correct.
Really?
Yes.
How confident are you on this?
100%.
How much money you want? I have no. Well, I don't even know what the fuck it is. You know what? You're so confident makes me think that you have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you're wrong. JD Power Award Toyota. Come on, baby. Yes. Sit the fuck down. JD Power is in bed with Big Japan. Look at that. Look at all these awards. They have a whole website for
They
it.
changed it. They used to never do that.
Really? It looks like it's going back here to 2004.
Yeah, they changed it in 2003.
Interesting.
What is this even?
This is the JD Power
Who's
Award.
JD Power?
I don't know.
Click him.
Is it a dude? You know what? We have to go to Wikipedia. JD Power. Okay. JD Power. Oh my God. It's another snowflake company.
AI, artificial intelligence, and algorithms. Oh my God. Control of cloud. Do they do cloud computing too? Just check.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
You fucked up. It's too late.
No, it's still in time. That's for you. Remember?
No.
Yeah. Because you said that it couldn't be a foreign car company.
Couldn't be a what?
A foreign car company.
Is that what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You said domestic only. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
This is battery operated? It's not even like plug in and charge?
Did you not pick that up when I handed it to you and there was no cords coming out of it?
You know that like when things are
I can't-
charged by a cable, they don't have to
What's
always
it-
be plugged in, right?
Yeah. You said
There's these
this is
things called-
battery operated.
There's these things called lithium. When I say battery operated, I mean like old ass AA battery operated.
You know the wild shit is that you can actually charge those.
Yeah, with a USB cable?
Yeah, you can. There's USB chargers for AA
show me
batteries.
where the USB cable plugs in on this. What is he? Where do I plug the USB
you're
cable
saying
in?
that there's no USB charging built into it.
Yeah, no.
No, that's different than what you originally said. You initially said that it wasn't battery
Show
powered.
me the battery. Show me the AA battery operated device. We can charge it with a USB cable. I want to see that. Yeah, show me that.
USB
Let me see that.
AA battery charger. Oh boy, there's Google search suggestions for it. That's not a good sign for you. USB AA charger. There you. Oh my God, $10.
A device, not a battery charger, but a device that uses batteries that can also be charged
Do you know
with
what
USB.
I need?
Go.
I need.
Go.
I just thought.
Go ahead.
Of the next startup.
He's gonna
Shadow play for real life. I need to press Alt Z right now and hear you being a retard from 10 minutes ago. That's what I need. An always on recording Alt Z that I can press, and then we can hear you saying something so fucking stupid. I don't have it. How do you feel about this? Click.
القوات البحرية بالقوات المسلحة اليمنية الشعب الفلسطيني على استمرار التضامن العملي مع الشعب الفلسطيني.
Okay. The number of incidents is smaller, with most results not resulting in sinking or any significant damage. This guy, what's his name? What do you have to say to this guy if he's watching your stuff? Speak in Islam.
What? He's a loser. In
Islamic, please. Arabic. Go ahead, say it to him. Here, what do you want to say to him?
He's a loser.
Okay.
This is the guy that Hassan interviewed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
أنت فاشل.
Yeah, that.
Say it. Wait, no, hold on.
Pronounce it again.
Okay, say this, please.
أنت خاسر مثير للشفقة ويجب أن يتوقف عن التنفس.
Yeah, I'm good.
Say that. say
Right
that.
after you recite your bar mitzvah. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, man. I remember parts. Okay. All right. Well, this guy right here. This is the U.S. equivalent. This is the Houthi version of this right here. It's like Houthi at home. No. Sorry. This guy is Boston Marathon bomber at home. This is the dollar store Boston Marathon bomber.
Wow. That's wild.
Okay.
That is wild.
All right.
What's next?
We can do some call-ins.
Oh, let's go.
Has anyone planned to do some call-ins? Let's see. Oh, yep.
Oh, shit.
Okay. You know who this is? We'll see in a second when he turns on his video. This is a very famous man that you're about to speak to. Let's see if you recognize him right away. While we wait for his video to load. Who is he?
I don't know, but I do know that the balls are on the bottom.
This is a very special man that did you a great honor. A great troll was performed by this guy.
Really?
Huge troll.
Seriously?
Yes. All right. He doesn't remember you. I'm sorry. He doesn't have enough.
I can't tell which one of you. Dan, you're trolling.
Dan, I'm trolling. Dan is retarded and he doesn't even know the joke, and that's why Dan is not
Well,
trolling.
no, okay. I'm surprised that he doesn't know the joke.
Yeah.
That's
he
why I
reads
thought
the
he was
headlines of the
trolling.
jokes, and then he tries to do like a, what's up, fellow kids?
Gotcha.
Part of the troll was the balls on the bottom. The balls are on the bottom.
You're so much younger than I am.
Well, no, I'm more hip, though.
Oh,
I'm far more hip.
So much more hip.
Much hipper.
What the fuck do you want, K Cappuccino?
So
invest in
financial
NFTs.
advice. You said you wanted that, right?
Yes, we do. Thank God, finally.
All right. So, I'm getting a tiny bit of an echo. Let's see if it stays. So I'm not necessarily seeking financial advice. I'm seeking what you guys think about the plan that I have for a financial situation that I'm in.
Okay, I got you.
Which
Go ahead.
can turn into financial advice. So, kind of shitty situation. I am take-home pay making about $4,000 a month. This is take-home post-tax, post-401a. Very solid salary basis, not changing for a year.
Okay.
The shitty situation is I was put in a place where I could not find a renting location for less than like $2,100 a month.
Is that an
and
apartment?
I'm not
A
able
renting
to,
location?
Yes, an
Okay.
apartment somewhere I can rent. Wasn't able to find anywhere that I could rent for less than $2,100 a month, and so I have that on top of utilities, on top of internet, bringing my monthly required payments to I think like 2,500 maybe.
Okay.
With I have so 4,000 take home pay, 2,500 required, and then food, which is about a little bit over 200 a month, and then loans, which are its own thing, which we can talk about. My plan right now, pay back a personal loan that I have with a friend that's helping me cover rent for 2 months before I start getting paid. And then after that point, paying $500 a month until that loan is done, which will take 11 months. And during that time, building up $5,000 in emergency savings because I currently have none. Once I get the emergency savings done, investing as much as I can into getting my high interest student loan covered, and then slowly
Wait,
paying
real
off
quick.
rest of
What's
my
the interest
loans.
on the? What's the highest interest debt you have?
So I have a few different loans. 20-something thousand is less than 4% interest, and then 24,000 is 7%.
What is it for? What do you take
Student
these
loan
loans
debt.
out? Student loan?
Student.
We should crowdfund for this guy. Fuck that fat Walmart
Shut
lady.
up! Don't get us hopes up. What did you?
This guy is the NFT guy.
That's good. Did you graduate?
See how he's changing a
Yeah,
topic? He doesn't want to.
I
He doesn't want to help you.
I graduated with my master's in the spring in May.
Damn. Your
That's
job
what
doesn't
the
have tuition
24,000
reimbursement or
was.
anything?
No.
What'd you get your master's in?
Education, history, and social science. So I'm gonna be a teacher.
Okay. And what are you asking?
Well, broadly speaking, what do you think of the plan in terms of the order of how I pay? Should I take more time to develop a higher emergency savings amount than $5,000? Those sorts of things. Any other?
Okay, first question is, do you drive into work?
I am going to be using an electric bicycle. I'm not paying for cars at all.
There's no cheaper place you can find a little bit further away?
No, and even if I could, I'm locked into a lease, so.
And there's no chance of getting a roommate ever?
Hey, how much is your food?
No.
You said $200 a month. It's probably
That's like
Something like
undercutting
that.
it.
I can check. I have numbers.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter much. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no shot that you can get a roommate at all?
No. If I could, one, it would be super last minute, and two, they wouldn't really like fit in my apartment.
So the loans are what's fucking him then.
No, the house payment is what's fucking him.
How much is your house payment? Is 2,100?
It's over half his take home. Oof.
But
Rent is, so I just got I have my
He's
budget.
bringing
Rent
$4,000
plus
in
fees
post tax, and he's paying about $2,500 a month in like utilities and rent. His rent is $2,100 a month. Probably utilities, internet, and food. Sounds like it's another $400 or $500 a month.
Do you want me to just say the numbers real quick? I have it.
No, it's okay. We got it. I got it about right?
More or less. The important takeaway is my necessary payments is $2,500 and my take home is $4,000.
And how much are the loans?
The loans, 24K is a 7-point-something% interest, and then 20-something thousand is.
I mean, how much a month, roughly?
How much a month?
Interest only.
I won't have to start
probably
making
deferred.
payments until December.
Don't fuck around with it. Don't pay shit on those.
No,
they might
yeah, I know. I'm just saying I won't have to.
So what are you
make
asking
payments
then?
on
So you're
until
making
December, but
you
it's gonna be
have
about
you're
300.
putting away $1,400 a month. You're not spending. Is that right?
No. He's paying back his friend. He has a friend with a personal loan.
How much is the personal loan for your friend, and what's the payments on it?
$6,000.
It's $5,500. I'm paying Our deal is I pay $500 a month.
Until it's paid back with interest, or what?
Yeah.
So
No interest.
No interest?
I think you charge his friends
Yeah, so-
interest on a loan?
Well, I don't know. Well, you got to pay that back. So
No,
She
you
is
don't.
Jewish.
Huh? What the fuck did you just say?
It'll take 11 months to pay that back, $500 a month. So
Okay, well
with
that's a good friend that he did that favor for
Yes.
you.
I agree.
Teach him a lesson. Don't pay him back.
No, pay him back. That's a good deal. Obviously, don't pay anything on the student loans unless you absolutely. Listen.
Hold on, stop.
Go ahead.
What do you mean? Don't pay anything on the student loans?
Unless he has to.
You said one is at 7%?
Unless he has to. Don't pay it. You said it's all deferred right now, right?
It's deferred until December.
Till December.
Okay.
So my current plan is basically get the emergency budget of $5,000 saved as quickly as possible, and then basically put everything into that 7% loan until that is paid off, and then go back, build up a little bit bigger emergency budget while doing the minimum payments, and then once I have 10 or 15.
Why are you so concerned? Hey, do you have?
Can I real quick? Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah.
Sorry. You always cuck out when I start talking, so it's hard not to cuck you.
We used to have a tool, by the way, that made this easier. Remember in Startups Podcast, we had the program.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me ask you this. Tell me about mom and dad.
Completely non-supportive. I can't get anything from them. The reason why I'm in this situation right now is because I was going to be living at home. I planned on living at home once I left my college apartment, which happened in May, and I learned at the very end of April that I won't be able to do that.
Why?
And
It's personal, dude.
It's a combination of my parents getting divorced and also my dad, who owns the house that I lived in, that I would have been staying in. He is in legal trouble, so it's out of the picture. And my mom doesn't make money a lot.
Okay, so your mom has no money and your dad's an asshole. Is that accurate?
More or less.
Okay. Is there anyone else in your family that if shit went down, you could reach out to them?
Yes.
Okay, then don't worry too much about this emergency fund and just focus on getting everything in life is getting your monthly payments down and making more than you're spending. That's it. Okay. The emergency fund, okay, for now, for you and your situation, is being a fucking beggar and going back to this Jewish guy that gave you the 0 interest loan and other people. And that is going to be your emergency fund. Don't focus on that shit for now. You just don't have enough money. I know that sounds kind of funny, but you don't have enough money to have an emergency fund. Your emergency fund is begging other people. What you need to do is get these loans paid off, at least the one with your friend, and then focus on making more money. Get your game up. You know what I'm saying? Start dealing on the side, something like that. A side hustle, okay?
Okay.
Or we could do a crowdfund for you at DGG, but Destiny's going to cuck out and instead wants the press of doing it for some fucking Walmart lady. Cringe as fuck. You could do a crowdfund for this guy. Get his life on straight. A loyal DGGer who's been here since the start. And instead, we're going to do it for someone who doesn't even know what the fuck we are and will disavow us in a fucking second when they hear your take on what you would do to an animal.
Hold on real quick. What is the withholding? Do you remember filling out, is it a W-9? Is your withholding filled out correctly? Do you know?
Yeah, it's filled out.
Okay. Your withholding is filled out correctly. Your 401k contribution, are you making what, 3%, 6%? What is it? Do you know?
It is, if I remember correctly, 3.5%.
And that's the maximum that the company's matching or whatever?
The 2%, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, the matching is a little weird because they do fractional matching, but
yeah, some people will match 100% for the first 2%, and then they'll match 50%. Yeah. You want to take your match? That's fine. Do you know how much you have in that 401k?
Well, right now this is my first time working, so
okay. So
I have zero savings, zero. Basically.
Yeah, I have to agree with what Dan was saying. You just gave it in a weird way. Personally, I don't know what the purpose is of an emergency fund if you've got access to either friends or credit when you're sitting on debt that has an appreciable interest rate. Not appreciable. That doesn't make sense. When there's an interest rate that's you should be a little bit decently worried about it. 7% isn't super high, but on a $20,000 balance, I don't know why you would sit with $5,000 in a savings account as a quote unquote emergency fund while you're accruing a 7% interest rate on $20,000 in debt. That doesn't make any sense to me. Do you, for your loans right now, is interest accruing on the loan while it's deferred?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
There's no, Biden, I think the federal government, don't they offer programs, or isn't there something if you're going to be a teacher to do something about your student loan debt? Have you looked into that at all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what I've looked into is everything that I've looked at is either there's some that are state by state, and then also a lot of them are dependent on what you are teaching. And so I'm teaching social studies, and that is not one of the things that is seen as an in-need teaching position.
Okay.
Whereas I think math and science and special education is. And so I don't qualify for those. From what I've seen, I might have missed some.
Gotcha. And then do you, how long is your lease for?
12 months. And it started last month.
Fuck.
Side hustle. You think he could be a prostitute? Something like that.
Can you?
be a
Are you allowed to say
teacher,
what you do
Dan.
for work?
Teaching.
You teach now? Are you allowed to tutor as well or no?
Maybe what I'm considering doing is picking up something during the summer. I could do personal training because I could get certified in that in like a minute because I already took a class for that in college because I had free credits. So I could do that.
I mean, I would say that like I don't know if teachers are to like charge for tutoring, but if you are, doesn't that seem like the easiest, most natural side thing to do?
That it would be an easy option. I'd probably like personal training more, but I mean I wouldn't be opposed to tutoring as well.
You can do the PT stuff as well. I think that's a little bit more. Isn't the competition for that a little bit more harsh because you got to go to a gym, you've got to get hired by them. Like getting the certificate is probably easy, but it's getting hired for it, and then it's all commission. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I mean you can do your own personal practice. The person who taught the class that I was a part of at the college, that's what he did. But that's also something that takes more time and more.
Okay,
time investment mostly, but
here's what I would do. Okay.
Okay.
Are you single?
Yes.
Okay. This is slightly unethical, but if you want to make ethical money, personally, I think you should tutor. I think that would be your best shot. If you want to make ethical money, do you have any ins with any local gyms?
No. I just moved to the area and I know basically zero.
You said you had a friend that taught classes at your college or whatever?
No, the person who taught the personal training class that I took.
Yeah.
He's just a random professor. I mean, he's
okay. If you can, the easiest way to make unethical money in your position, if you've got the certification to be a PT, would be to try to find a gym where you can get hired as a personal trainer, and then when you're working as a personal trainer there, steal like about half the clients, and then sell them personal training from yourself, and then find a gym that you can rent that will let you work out of it. Sometimes people will have like big like garages or whatever bullshit like that, or like huge studios that they like scammers basically work out of. But you let's say you've got like 10 clients and you charge them whatever, the gym's probably charging them fucking $200 or $150 a month or whatever, and they pay you like $16 or some bullshit. What you do is you tell that client like, hey, listen, I know you pay $120 here. I can do PT if you want. We go to a different place. I'll only charge you $50 a month. They save a ton of money. You scam the gym by stealing clients, and then you make a lot more money on the training as well. If you want, that would be like the easiest way to like unethically make money. If you don't want to do that, I think tutoring would be an easy way to make more money because you can obviously advertise your services right there in the fucking school. And then otherwise, I would say, fuck the emergency fund. You don't need that. That's bullshit. Nobody, like, you don't want to have $5,000 sitting in an account that while you're accruing interest on a $20,000 bill. Pay off your friend as soon as possible. He's your emergency fund if you need it. And then, yeah, that would be my like broad advice.
Gotcha. For me, the big reason for the emergency fund is just I hate taking money from people. That just makes me want to kill myself. In a video game, and so
if you really want
the feeling behind it, but I also understand that like
sure. I mean, if you are allowed, if you can go 6 months without an emergency, you are allowed to you don't have any IRAs or anything, right? Or a prior 401k that you can roll over?
No.
You can take out a loan against a 401k if you need to. I mean, it's not ideal, but you're not going to accrue.
He just started. He has like fucking $8.
That's what I'm saying. If you can go like 6 months without like getting into any financial difficulty, but like you are able to take out a loan against the value of a 401k if you need to. But just having think about it, $5,000 sitting in an account is if we say 7% interest, we don't compound it at all. What is that? Is that $350 a year? That's just like completely shit, like just down the hole.
He needs to just get a side hustle. That's it.
The side hustle is training.
That's it.
Getting a side hustle that pays decent money is really difficult for most people.
Do gig work. Fucking do Uber Eats or some shit on the side. I don't know. Do something. Fucking work.
He just said he has an electric bike.
Okay, yeah. You know what people do on electric bikes? Deliveries. Figure it out. Okay?
I don't live in a city. I live in suburbs.
Well, then fucking go in the city and do deliveries.
Bike 20 miles, or sorry, no, 30 miles to the
I don't know. Are you saying there's no gig work that you can do at all?
I mean, there isn't a nearby city. It's all like spread out, newly developed suburbs.
Okay, second idea for an incredibly highly more unethical scam is do you guys wait, what years do you teach the students?
I don't
middle
think
school.
Middle
eighth
school? All right, middle school. I'm sure you guys do field trips. I'm sure you guys collect at the beginning of the school year. You probably say, like, hey, guys, bring like boxes of tissues or whatever to stock the classroom. Instead of that, telling you want money to go and buy shit for the classroom, steal half the money. Boom. Or if your kids are like trying to like send money to the school for field trips, tell them that they have to make the personal checks out to you instead, and that you'll cash it for them and don't let the parents know, or tell them just bring a blank check and fill it out, steal half the money, pay the school the rest. Boom. There you go. That's
What
way
it sounds
more
like is
unethical.
I
All right,
just
listen,
need to-
it's late.
I just
You're poor. You're still going to be poor tomorrow. We've already given you the best answers, okay? You can be
I think what
unethical.
I'm gonna do.
You want do some illegal shit, okay? Here's what I'll tell you. The best advice, okay? In life, there's a line. Just like there's a line on this table that you see right here. You see this golden line right here? Okay? The farther away you are from the line, as with everything, it's harder and less money. Okay? If you're a PG-13 streamer that never says anything political and does everything, you're all the way over here, you're safe. But it's hard to make money. The closer you get, as you walk closer, you start saying crazier shit. You become, oh, look, you're Zerka now. Okay? Yeah. Now you're becoming Jackson Hinkle. Now you're Destiny. You're right there. The closer to the line, the more money there is. Same thing when it comes to doing illegal shit. Okay? The reason drug dealers make so much money isn't because they're great at business. It's because they're crossing the line into illegal shit. You need money that bad? Start going closer to the line. Start figuring out shit that you can do that maybe you wouldn't do otherwise. Okay? So you don't want to do gig work? I don't know. Start thinking of other shit you can do. I don't know. Maybe figure it out. Okay? There is gigs. There's something you can do that you just don't want to do. There is a way. The question is, do you have a will to do it, to do what needs to be done and set up, I don't know, an OnlyFans or something. Whatever it is, there's some dude out there that'll definitely probably pay you tens of thousands of dollars to like roll around in shit or something. You're just not willing to do it. You got to find that weirdo out there that wants you to do something crazy. All right? There you go. That's your solution for money. Thank you for calling into anything else.
All right. Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Cheers.
You too. Bye bye.
All right. Wow. What an episode. We did it.
Good job.
That totally won't affect that guy's teacher's career either. So, no guest this time, as I said, but we will be back on Wednesday. It's Sunday right now, so it's only 3 short days. I don't know. Do we have any guests on Wednesday?
I don't know, do we?
I don't know. Let me check.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But we might.
We have Turkey Tom.
Oh, for the call-in segment that we're doing.
For the call-in segment that we're doing. And he's going to give us all the drama and lore on things that are happening.
Oh, did you say I busted Boogie again? Fucking
What'd you do this time?
Well, he wanted to have another call, and he admitted he lied about ever getting diagnosed with cancer.
Completely? How so?
He said I never got a formal diagnosis.
You know, here's
for
what
cancer.
I don't understand about this guy. Okay? He's lied, fine. I mean, maybe I just can't get into the mind of someone that's just so depraved. Why not just, when you're caught out, why not just rip the Band-Aid off? Be like, been lying since the beginning. I enjoyed the money. I spent it on hookers. Oh, that feels amazing. That's good. Instead, he's just still like, no. I had polycythemia vera.
Because he's financially fucked. He still needs to lie. He has to continue the scam. He's not like rich. He probably is financially destitute.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say. All right. Well, that's it for tonight. We'll have to save the rest of this for Wednesday. Maybe we'll get Boogie on Wednesday. What do you think?
What do I think? You know what I think? I think that if you're watching this right now and you're wondering, I thought the show was 3 hours long. Why is it only like an hour and 29 minutes? What happened to the rest of it, Dan?
Well, we only put so much to YouTube because there's so much content. We can't put 3-hour videos to YouTube. That would be crazy.
Absolutely true. So make sure to subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/anything else.
And there isn't anything else. That's it for tonight, I think.
Well, what do you say, Dan?
Is there anything else, Steve?
Nope. Anything else, Dan?
No, nothing. That's it. That was the end of all conversation and topics total forever.
That's amazing. Well, Wednesday. You know what? Thanks a lot for joining us, guys. And Dan, why don't you send them off?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because we have no producer. We don't need a producer. I like it more like this. All right. Bye. I don't know which camera it is. Goodbye. Take this L with you for love.